What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Pure Ghost back again with another video. In today's video we're going to be going over the HYPERX QUADCAST S microphone. As we can see, it's got customizable lighting within the app. You can also do the little tap to mute feature as well. Now obviously I am not a professional studio quality YouTuber with all the special cameras and stuff, so I'm going to try to do this review the best way that I can. So tap to mute sensor, it's got 4 polar patterns, hence the name QUADCAST. There's 4 different patterns that you can use, so there are those. I definitely recommend researching those to figure out which one you need. Obviously I'm going to be going with the cardioid because it sits right in front of me the entire time while I'm playing. This microphone also has a built-in anti-vibration shock mount, so that'll be on the sides right here. These little shock mounts basically helps it from rattling around and moving and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and open it, get into it. We're going to be replacing the Blue Yeti microphone that I've been using for years. I'm going to be doing a sound comparison as well at the end of the video, so you can also go check out any of the other videos before this. I was also using the Blue Yeti. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. We're gonna get it out, we're gonna plug it up, and we're gonna see how it is. So we are first greeted with this little piece of paper right here, as they always do. I'm sure there's probably some stickers in here or something like that as well. Doesn't look like anything too important. Congratulations, whatever. Read all that later. Instruction manual. So that's everything it comes with. We got a USB-C cable now instead of the mini or micro USB from the Blue Yeti. So that's always a great addition. USB-C the world. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. All right, so we pulled all that apart, and here is the first look at the microphone. It does look very, very high quality, very nice. I do like the material, like brushed metal. We have our little tap sensor up here. Or no, I guess it's actually on this side. We have the cable, so USB-C to A or A to C, whatever. That'll be much better than mini USB, micro USB, whatever it was. We have the adapter for the arm that we're going to be using, so I hope that fits. Not sure on the sizing yet. I'm sure it's somewhere in the specs. But here is the microphone. Compared to my hand, it's not too big, but it is pretty nice. It comes on a stand as well, so you can undo that hand screw and leave it, So there we go, little metal stand with some rubber to make it not move as much, not make noise. Pretty nice. So guys, here's our old setup on our old mic. This is whatever Blue Yeti this is. I have no idea. This is like 2017, 2018 model. Doesn't come with a shock mount or whatever, or any of this pop filter, shock mount. I have it on the arm like this, so I'm hoping that it would just go right on if it's the same size. If not, I might have to order a new one. As we can see, USB micro, I believe. I'm getting the new mic in the first place because this port on the actual mic itself is breaking, so this wire won't stay in, and I can't hear myself because that isn't working. So I use Astro A40's pass through to the mic so I can hear myself. That isn't working, so I decided it's time to get a new mic because I need to hear myself, especially when recording. We're gonna throw that down there, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and install the new mic. So I guess I'm gonna show beforehand on this mic with a recording, and then after I'm gonna show the HYPERX mic. And you guys can compare the sounds. I'm not gonna go change any of the settings or anything like that. It's gonna be straight out of the box, from this mic to the new one. So give me one moment and we'll do that. All right guys, so this is the test with my Blue Yeti. I don't know exactly what model this is, as I said before. I think this is like the 2017 model, but this is pretty much me testing the audio beforehand before we switch to the new microphone that we're going to be setting up. So I'm recording this in OBS. There's no filters or anything like that on. I think I've just adjusted the volume a little bit, and I pretty much use this microphone in every single video that I've already recorded. And I'm about 6 inches away from the microphone itself, so this is what it sounds like This is a little before we hook up the new HYPERX QUADCAST S. So this is what it sounds like. Alright guys, so I've set it up. I think I did this correctly. I have no idea actually. This is just some random monitor arm, or no, microphone arm that I got off Amazon a couple years back. So this is how we're looking right now. So I know it's picking up audio pretty much from like this direction. So I hope it works well. I wish I could turn it more. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm kind of retarded. But also the shock mount, I know I don't need it, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna keep it on there. Got all these parts right here as well, so a lot of them I didn't even need to use. Haven't plugged it in yet, so let's go get the first plug in. We can see the lights and stuff turn on and everything like that. Okay, so I moved it a little bit. I can't tell if I like it more above me like that, because it might pick it up better. And then I could also just like tap it right there to mute, and it's right above my screen. I think I like that a lot more, so I might keep it like that. Yeah, let me plug it in. Alright guys, so it is plugged in now. As we can see, the lights are going absolutely crazy on this thing. I love it already. It definitely matches the theme of the entire PC build. So we've got the RGB there, RGB up ahead, but it's also not blocking the screen completely. It's not, you know, distracting with this you know, thing on it as well. So I don't know how the sound is going to be until I can, you know, get the app and all. I'm about to just record a little sample of it anyways, just to compare, because I haven't changed anything yet. But you know, I don't know how it's going to sound coming from up here. I got to find a good placement for it. I'm trying to find somewhere to mount this arm at as well. So we're just going to do a little test here in a second. All right guys, so this is test number 2. All right, YouTube, this is test number 3 with the HYPERX QUADCAST S. All right, guys, so the mic is set up now. All right, guys, so this is test number 6. Can this please work how I want it to? That'd be absolutely great. All right, guys, so here is our test with the HYPERX QUADCAST S. So I don't know what this is going to sound like. The pass-through isn't as much as on the Blue Yeti. I'm sure that's something I'm going to have to go in the software and change. So I have no idea what this sounds like. I did have to bump the volume up because it wasn't picking up, you know, that much. It was pretty low. So I turned the volume up in OBS just a tad so that you could hear me. Again, I'm about, you know, an arm's reach away from the microphone itself if I want to. And then we can unmute it. So as you can see, it's pretty cool. I just went ahead and downloaded the software, so I'm gonna be messing around with that in a minute. All right, guys. So after like 6 or 7 tests, I finally got the mic to a reasonable level. I'm probably not gonna include the other recordings, but I literally recorded this probably 6 or 7 times. The mic was just way too low, and there's no way that straight out of the box I would be able to just talk through it, because like even on OBS, turning the volume all the way up, like it just didn't, it would not make me higher at all. So I had to install the application to actually change some of the settings, and so now I'm on here and I've got the mic volume all the way up as well as the monitoring. Now I don't know if this is just because the Blue Yeti that I was using just was way louder than this, and I had to turn it down over here. But this one, I've had it all the way up, and even with the mic monitoring, I can barely hear myself, which I don't know if I like too much, but I think I got the sound exactly where I want it, even on OBS now as well. So I hope I sound good. It is above me, and I'm kind of, you know, talking into it, but I'm also talking more into the monitor rather than into the microphone. So I got to figure out a way to make this work better. But yeah, I had to download the software to get that to work, and we are on Cardioid. It is good that they use, you know, they explain what it's for in the app, so I don't have to. That's great, because I already know what it is and how to use it. So it is on Cardioid. It shows you which setting you're on to, because trying to get your finger up in here when you can't see it then is way more difficult. So at least it shows you in the app, you know, what it's for. But then again, like I said, this is the settings I have on. I hope it sounds good. And yeah, I'm just gonna go listen to this back. Hopefully this works. If it does, great. I'll include this in the video. You can compare to the Blue Yeti. If not, you know, whatever. I'm gonna test this out. If I don't like it, I guess we might go back to the Blue Yeti, or maybe the Blue Yeti X or something. Also, forgot to mention, there's also like a volume to headphone up here, which for some reason I would assume it would have changed the volume in the app, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to keep it all the way up. I don't have a problem with that. Works flawlessly, does look really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So this is the test. I guess when I'm playing, I'm gonna be probably right here at the monitor, so this is what it will sound like when I'm playing in a game. So guys, I'm just checking in one last time. It has been over 24 hours since I got the microphone now, as you can see. And I have to say, for the final verdict, it is a pretty great microphone. I don't hate it. It is pretty great. Like I said, it took a minute or a good while for me to figure out how to get the sound to work perfectly. I was very low at first. However, over time, I did find the settings that I needed to find for it to work. So for Discord and, you know, like Fortnite game chat, other stuff like that, you just have to go into the game and actually change your microphone settings, along with the sensitivity and stuff like that. You just have to dial it in, because like I said, the Yeti mic that I was using was a lot louder than this mic is. And so you just have to kind of adjust for that. Also, on top of that, I did start using NVIDIA Broadcast, another software that you can use. Basically, you just put NVIDIA Broadcast in place of the HYPERX headset, so it's a application that starts with my PC. You can use this also to remove noise and like any echo, as well as like AC noise, stuff like that. So for me, my computer fans are right here. Sometimes when they ramp up, it could be super loud, and the microphone being right there in the same shot probably isn't great. So if you change this actually will help the background noise, as well as typing. Typing can be really loud too. I just did a little test, and it literally doesn't pick up the typing noise, which is right there, at all. So I'm very impressed with that, with the software as well. All right, guys, so I'm recording one little final test. This is me using the microphone with NVIDIA Broadcast on. So as soon as I stop talking, the mic pretty much goes all the way down on OBS. Like, it picks up no audio at all, as you can see at the bottom. So as soon as I stop talking, any typing noises or anything like that, as you can see, I moved my keyboard. Any noise, there's a fan in my room as well. It's on high. You shouldn't be able to hear it at all. At least I couldn't in the tests. So any noise, any keyboards, anything like that is absolutely silent. It only picks up your voice. So I do highly recommend using NVIDIA Broadcast. It is a pretty great application. So I just thought I'd throw in this test as well. And so I will give a tip, if you needed to change the levels of the microphone, make sure you go to the properties as well. Go into your sound and make sure it's all the way up. Some people were saying that this was down like -7 decibels or something, but mine was already at 100. I just had to make sure all the stuff was up, make sure your audio quality is also at the very tip top as well. But other than that, that is pretty much it. I've got it set up. As you can see, it's picking up in OBS, and it is pretty loud, as you can probably already heard from the examples that I've already shown. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I love the microphone so far. I hope it lasts a long time. The only thing noticeably different, like I said, is that it's quieter than the Blue Yeti that I was using. It is also very lighter. So like in terms of weight, the Blue Yeti was just a behemoth, and this thing is actually like super light. You can just move it around pretty easily. And I like the setup that I have right here over my monitor. I don't think it's too distracting. If it is, I could always turn off the lighting effects in the application. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I give it probably an 8 out of 10 for the microphone. I don't know, I guess what they could do better, in my opinion, is use the software, or not use the software, but like the software that came with the mic. There just isn't much in there. Like, they have more lighting effects than they do audio effects. This is literally all 3 of the effects that they have. There's nothing more than that. And on top of that, there's no gain function on the mic. You have this, which, it kind of does change the gain, but it also turns the volume down at the same time. It does like multiple things at once. And besides that, I don't know. I just kind of wish they had a gain option like my Blue Yeti does. But other than that, I mean, that's it. That's all my complaints. It's pretty good. I've got it dialed in exactly where I want it, and I probably won't touch it for the rest of time until I get a new microphone now. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed. It's been your boy Pure Ghost. Remember to hit the subscribe button as well, and click the post notification bell to never miss another video from me. But it's been your boy Pure Ghost, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.